Welcome to Chapter 9 Sexualities. In this chapter, we'll explore how social forces shape our sexual identities, desires, and relationships, and how culture influences what we see as normal, acceptable, or taboo. We live in what many call hookup culture, an environment where casual sexual contact is idealized, encouraged, and even institutionalized through certain social rules. But that doesn't mean everyone participates equally or feels empowered by it. Just like any other part of society, sex and sexuality are shaped by power, gender, and culture. Sex has always been influenced by social forces, everything from religion and family to economics and technology. When we talk about sexual liberation, we're usually talking about movements that challenge repression or double standards. But real liberation is complicated. It's not just about freedom to act, but freedom from inequality and harm. Sex can be an expression of both power and pleasure, but those two things don't always align. For some people, sex is empowering. For others, it can reproduce the same hierarchies and imbalances that exist everywhere else in society. Even the way we define sex is culturally specific. Our culture is often mononormative, meaning it assumes everyone is monogamous. We also see the coital imperative, the idea that real sex must include penile vaginal intercourse. This narrow definition shapes how people understand intimacy, and it contributes to what researchers call the orgasm gap, the consistent pattern where women who have sex with men report fewer orgasms than men who have sex with women. Another pattern is what we call divided desire, the way men and women are taught to experience and express sexuality differently. Media and pop culture often center the heterosexual male gaze, creating content that appeals to a hypothetical straight man. Through sexual subjectification, men are told what they should want and feel. Through sexual objectification, women are reduced to their sex appeal. Over time, women often self objectify, internalizing the idea that their value depends on how attractive they are. Many even engage in spectating, mentally watching themselves from the outside during sex instead of being fully present. All of this exists within what sociologists call the erotic marketplace, a social system that ranks people based on their perceived desirability. Intersectionality matters here too. Race, class, gender, ability, and body type all affect how people are treated as potential partners. Some men engage in masking, emphasizing their masculine traits to gain status or attention in this erotic hierarchy. These patterns can also reproduce inequality through sexual racism, where racial stereotypes shape attraction and exclusion. People may disguise discrimination as preference, but it's still rooted in racial hierarchy. Culture also provides us with sexual scripts, social rules that tell us how sexual interactions are supposed to go. A common one is the push and resist dynamic, where men are expected to initiate or push sexual activity forward, and women are expected to resist or slow things down when it goes too far. These scripts teach gendered expectations that can make genuine consent and communication harder to navigate. When those boundaries blur, we enter the realm of rape culture, environments that normalize sexual pressure, coercion, or violence. Rape culture isn't just about individual acts, it's about the stories, jokes, and assumptions that excuse harm and silence victims. We see all of these dynamics play out most clearly in college hookup culture, a space where freedom, exploration, and danger often coexist. Who hooks up, who is judged, and who feels empowered all depend on gender, race, class, and status. Power, pleasure, and risk are never evenly distributed. So, in this chapter, we're looking beyond individual choices to see how sexuality is social, how our desires and behaviors are shaped by culture, inequality, and history. Understanding that helps us move toward a healthier, more honest, and more equitable approach to sexual connection.